I lived in a lot of places of this world, and I have to hold the hand of my North American friends when I say this, but you guys' non-confrontational nature is the reason why your politicians have the audacity. I was born and raised in Brazil, and we have like a fiery nature, so when we have a problem with somebody, we externalize that issue. We talk about it, we yell at each other a little bit, there's a fight that happens, you know, like people are aware that there's an issue happening. When I moved to North America, I retained that fire, but that's not how people operate here. You know, there's a lot of ghosting that happens, and if you bring something up, you kind of disturb the peace in a way that people really don't like it. And I understand, I get it, okay? I get it. It's hard to have issues with people. But that's kind of how the cycle of life works, right? You have the peace, the crisis, the resolution, and the building strength and resilience. And that's how relationships and friendships get stronger. And how you fix and deal with problems. And not just only relationship-wise, but society-wise. So if you can't speak to your friends or your family about the issues that you have, how are you going to walk up to a politician that is clearly being lobbied by some, you know, pick an industry that is destroying the things that we love and rely on? How are you going to walk up to that person and confront them when they have a whole structure of how to convince you that you are wrong? How are you going to stand your ground in order to dialogue about the issues that are happening in a societal level if you can't do that with your friends and your family? And personally, I see that politicians know this. Like, even if someone stands up to say something, they usually become the problem because they are disturbing the peace, and the peace shall not be disturbed. So all the politicians need to do is follow the talking points that they've been given and ignore dissident voices. Ignore anyone that stands up that say, hey, I don't really like what you're doing. All they have to do is wait it out. And I know that might seem unrelated, but to me, that's the reason why the Brazilian Trump is in prison and the American one stands on a podium every day, making the world a worse place unimpeded. So what I mean with all of this is to ask my North American friends to please speak out on the things that you feel passionate about or you feel uncomfortable about. Support the people that are already speaking out, that are putting themselves in the line of breaking the status quo that is so toxic. And let's not allow the silence that people depend on to be the norm, because the toxicity that is taking over our regions and our communities and our society really depends on us being quiet for long enough that they hold on to everything.